Isn't that cool?
Everybody. Right now I'm on the lower part of the Little Fishery Trail, walking through a little bit of a jungle here. Ever since we had the 2016 fire run through here, this trail gets grown over each and every year more. Heading into the Athabasca River, and I'm going to go rock hunting. And I got 2 pieces of gear in my bag that I want to try, and I'm really excited about. So I hope everybody's doing well, and enjoy the video. So it's a very smoky day out here today. It's making it a little bit harder to breathe, actually. I'm a little bit more winded right now than I usually am. So right now I'm going uphill, a little shortcut here. Steep part of the fishery trail. You can see the smoke in the air behind me. That haze, white haze behind me is all smoke. Very hazy today. Whew. This part of the trail is steep. I love it out here. So I got a few kilometers of hiking through bush like this, and then I'm heading down to the Athabasca River. So I'll see you then. You can see how smoky it is behind me there. Wow. It's bad today. It's so bad I can taste it. And it's making things a lot harder out here. I seem to be drying up a lot quicker than I usually do. I'm getting really thirsty already, actually. And I'm sweating like crazy right now. It's only, I think, 20 degrees right now. So it's gonna be, oops. I shouldn't have been talking on the camera. Wasn't paying attention. It's going to be 28 degrees or 30 degrees today, so hydrating is going to be a real issue today. Something that I usually fail at, that I really have to think about today, and I'm going to today. Because one of the items I got is going to help me out with that. We'll show you that a little bit later. So anyways, we're on the Vista Loop part of the trail, and it's all downhill from here. I'm finally heading down now. I feel like it's taking me forever. I feel like it's going to take me about 2 hours just to get to where I want to start rock hunting. Lots of growing over trails, lots of down trees, and lots of smoke and mosquitoes and black flies, actually. Both are out here today. So right now I'm heading down, and hopefully very shortly I'll be down at the Athabasca River starting rock hunting. And I can't wait to get out of this woods because it's very closed in right now. Be nice to get into some open ground here down in the river. So for you it's going to be about 2 seconds. For me it's about a half an hour to get down there. But we'll see you then. Another down tree. Oh. Down trees everywhere. That was a hike. I'm just talking quiet now because I'm coming to the end which overlooks the river, and several times I've come down here and overlooked this part here, and there's been animals on the island down here. But who knows? Might not be anything out right now because it's pretty hot out here. We'll see in a second. I'll turn the camera around. Oh, there's a goose down there. Old big goosey down there. Okay, so here we go. We're going down to the hill, down to the river now. Thank God. I'm sure I seen something fly by or something. Whoops! Ran down the trail there, down the beach heading. I don't know why I keep saying trail. Oh man, it's very smoky. That trail was horrible with the trees down. I'm sure I seen something running down there, but I think my eyes are playing tricks on me, unless it was another Canada goose maybe flying low. Anyways, enough about that. We are here. The beautiful Athabasca River. So this part here, the river here was just recently flooded, so the rocks are still a little bit dirty. But we're going to take a look anyways. Over closer to the water should be better. First things first, I gotta get some water. And this is something I found recently just skimming through Facebook. It popped up on my Facebook. So it was an ad on Facebook. This is called Wakewater Electrolytes Rapid Rehydration Watermelon Flavor. And this company is a Canadian company. So all it is just this big bag has 10 packets inside of little packs that you add to your water. And those who know me know that I love watermelon flavor. I love watermelon and blueberry are my two favorites. So I'm going to put that in my mug. Oh, I can smell that right now, and that smells so good. Wow. Oh, that is amazing. That is so cool. So I got my water here, and I'm just going to add it to the cup. Oh, crap. And I'm just going to do just about a 3/4 cup full. And it didn't change the color of the water. It's almost like a white color. But I can smell it. And it smells delicious. It almost looks like a lemonade color. I don't know if you guys see in there, but let's give it a try here. Give it a taste. Okay. A little bit bitter, a little bit salty, which is good, and really nice watermelon flavor. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna enjoy these. Oh yeah. Right now I'm really dehydrated because I come all the way up from the bottom of the fishery trail all the way down to here, crawling under trees, crawling over trees, bushwhacking almost. It was horrible. And it's pretty hot, and the smoke has taken the hydration out of me as well. So this will help, I'm sure. I'll let you know. If it doesn't work, I'll totally tell you. Oh. Wakewater. That is tasty. That is better than I thought it was going to be. Cheers, everybody. That's beautiful. Let's go rock hounding now. I'm not totally sure what kind of rocks I'm going to find here because it does look very similar to my other spot, the Hangingstone River. There's some similar type rocks here. But there's also a lot of rocks that are sand covered. As you can see, those ones are all covered in a little bit of film of dirt, making them a little bit harder to spot. So I'm going to have to try to find a spot around here where there's some running water maybe. Because I believe this spot here was recently underwater within the last few weeks. I think that was a little piece of jasper. Look at how these rocks are all dyed red here. Comes from this little stream. This little stream that comes through the Athabasca River here. That made all these rocks completely red. That's from all the tannins in the water. Oh yeah. Now, I'm not sure if I got petrified wood here or what I have. It kind of looks like it. It kind of looks like petrified wood with some calcite veins inside. That one I'm not 100% sure of. There's also another weird rock right here. Oh, that's actually wood. That one is actually wood. Let's take this one over to the river here and get it. What's this here now? I don't know what I just found there. Maybe a piece of Carnelian, actually. I'm gonna bring that one over too. Look while I'm going over here. Hey, I found Carnelian. That's awesome. That indeed is a piece of Carnelian, that smaller one I pulled out of there. That's a nice one too. And I'm still a little bit unsure about this one being petrified wood or not. Well, I'm not really having much luck on this sandbar right now, so I'm going to try to go over here. The river is flowing through there, and there might be some rocks in there that that flow over there. Well, I did find some cool ones. I found a Carnelian, which is I'm surprised. I have been here before briefly, and I found some little tiny chips of Carnelian, but I never found anything quite significant. But this one here is a pretty oh shit! Flew right out of my hand, that one. This one here is pretty decent. That's a good start. I've only been here 5-10 minutes, so I'm very happy with that. And potentially I found petrified wood. I'm still looking down as I'm walking back towards my backpack here. You never know what you'll see. So anyways, I'm going to grab my backpack and make my way over there. And just for that update on the drink, it's been 20 minutes. And I feel great right now. I was feeling pretty parched, pretty dehydrated coming down the hill there. But now I feel pretty good again. And it was just one mug of that of water with that mixture in it. So that stuff works pretty good so far. I'm feeling pretty decent right now. So I think that's probably due to that drink I had. This here is called a piece of gneiss. G-N-E-I-S-S. Very common rock out here, but a very beautiful rock. Sometimes I tumble pieces and they turn out fairly decent. Another piece right here. This one right here. And this here is, I think, a piece of granite. Well, I'm not having a whole lot of luck on the rockhounding side because everything's covered in dirt. Dirt and slime and algae and stuff. I'll show you the rocks right now. They're all covered. There are the few odd ones that are clean, but not a lot to search. So I'm going to try to walk up a little bit and see what I can find here. Either way, doesn't really matter. It's just cool being out here on this glorious smoky-filled day. Yeah, this spot was recently flooded within the last 3 weeks, so I can't really say I'm overly surprised that there's a lot of mud and stuff covering all the rocks. I was kind of expecting it, but I was more hopeful than anything. But anyways, it was an awesome trek out here, and it's very nice to be out here, so that's really all that matters. So I just stumbled upon this weird rock here. This thing right here. And I don't know what it is, so before I take it out, I wanted to show you. I think it's just an iron formation, but whatever it is, it's pretty neat. So let's go get down to the river and get it cleaned off here. I think it's just an iron stone, like an iron formation. It's very heavy for the size of it. It actually feels like it's like 2 or 3 pounds, actually. Oddly enough. But a very interesting rock, nonetheless. Oh well, time to get a feet wet. Time to christen new boots. Oh, that's very interesting. I think it's just an iron formation. It's really heavy. I'd say it's at least 3 pounds, maybe. So I got this new toy, and I'm gonna use it today. And you might have seen me carrying these paddles on the way up here. My new toy is a Packraft. Nice carbon fiber pedal by Warner. So anyways, the Packraft is inside here. I do have a few other things inside here as well, but I haven't really used it either. I've tested them a little bit, but as for the Packraft, this is the second time I've ever pumped it up. The only time I've ever pumped it up was in my house, just so I can get a feel for it and see how it pumped up. Before I was out in the field and couldn't figure it out. So here's my new Packraft. And this is by Alpaca Rafts. So I'm going to go ahead now and get that pumped up for you, or get that pumped up for me, and then I'll show you. Comes with a few extra patches here. Very cool thing. Well, the only thing to do now is just get in there and go. I think I'm going to paddle upriver. There's a nice island across there. Take a look for some rocks, and then paddle down to the island that's behind me here, and take a look for some more rocks, and then paddle right down almost to home, and then I can almost walk home. So that was pretty interesting. So we'll get in the water now and see what we can see, and test out this new Packraft, which I'm really excited about because I've never had a Packraft. And usually I got a hard kayak, and taking a hard kayak down here would have been impossible. Wouldn't have been totally impossible, but it would have been really hard. I've never been in this thing before. Only in my living room. I didn't account for how I was going to film this. So here we go. We're moving. Camera might be a little bit shaky, I apologize. Okay, we're almost moving. There's a few big rocks that I'm on. Oh, there's another rock. Okay. We're moving. Just gotta get away from those small rocks. Okay. That's a good way to travel up here, isn't it? That's pretty cool. I should be on that river on that island in no time. Really cool. That was pretty fun. First paddle, and that was pretty cool actually. It's a little different than what I'm used to in a hard kayak. But it definitely got me over to this island pretty quick. You just got to get situated when you're in there. That's the toughest part, I think. And one thing I didn't like was I had my trekking poles in there, and it was making me paranoid. Because my trekking poles got that big point on them. So I was pretty paranoid about that. So I'm going to put my trekking poles in my backpack on the way back, I think. So anyways, we're at that island that I wanted to go on. And we're going to have a look now and see if we can find some rocks. I wouldn't say there's too many rockhounders out on this island. Look at this. All around me, look. Wow. Although very smoky, very beautiful. So most of those rocks that I just walked on were all covered in silt. So they were just all brown rocks. But on the higher spots here, there's some dry rocks. So maybe we'll find something. We'll keep looking here. Kind of a cool rock right here. Little sandstone with some quartz veins going through it with a piece of quartz right on the end there. That's a beauty. We'll take that one over and get it washed off, see what it looks like here. It's probably not going to look much different, but who knows, right? Oh, this is cool over here. I've stared at this island for many years thinking, what's over there, I wonder? Now I get to come over here, so that's pretty cool. Look over here. That's crazy. Oh, that's pretty cool, that rock. Nice stripy rock with a big quartz nipple. Beautiful. Now right here is some kind of fossil, look. Isn't that cool? That's very interesting. That's really cool. I like that one. Real big piece of gneiss right here. There's my hand for reference. That is so cool. Wow. What a beautiful place. Well, not much to report on that island, only that cool fossil rock, which is awesome. You do see some fossils out here, look like there's rocks full of shells and stuff. This one's actually like a really cool fossil. I'm gonna head back to the boat now and paddle down to that island down further. I have a walk around there. But this is beautiful out here. Other than that smoke. Wow. That is horrible. Okay, this island should be better. There's lots more dry rocks out here, especially in the back part here. So I'm going to start searching now and see what we can find. So this is the type of fossil rock I'm used to finding out here. These things with the shells and stuff in it. This is just full of shells. It's almost like the rocks they call fossil soup. So all inside there is just shells. And this is probably like a mudstone forming around all those shells. Mudstone or sandstone. Nice piece of jasper here. Beauty. Nothing major here, but a little tiny piece of carnelian right here. Which is always a good sign because there might be a bigger one here. Or somewhere along the way here. Which I really like to see. Really cool, we're finding carnelian again. Another real small piece of carnelian right here. That is super small. I call that a carnelian chip for sure. Oh, I didn't even pick up the right one. Still a small piece, but it's still a good piece. A little bit bigger than a chip. See, it's right in there. That's a nice piece. Beautiful. Look at these two iron formations. One right here and one over here. Oh man, they're heavy. Or it's heavy. Holy, that's heavy. That's like 5 pounds, 5-6 pounds right here. Is that ever heavy? It's weird. So heavy. Let's try the other one. The other one's a little bigger. Holy smokes, that's heavy. That is much heavier. So I just spotted the best carnelian of the day here. I was just about to turn around and go back to the boat. And I'm going to try to pick it up here. I'm not going to show it on camera, well maybe I will. If you guys can see that. Anyways, here it is, coming. Not a huge one, but it is a beauty. Let's get it wet. I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get it wet here. I was just about to walk back to the boat. I was thinking I'm at a view of the boat too long. And I should go back and have a look at it because I do have nice smelly stuff in my boat, and if a bear gets at it, that'd be horrible. That's a beauty. That's a beauty right there. That's the find of the day, except for that fossil rock. I think that fossil rock is the best one. So anyways, right now I'm gonna walk my way back while I'm still looking here because that one just came out of me last second. So. Came to me last second, I mean. I'm too busy looking at rocks here. So anyways, I'm gonna make my way back to the boat and I'm slowly looking for rocks here. So I'm definitely gonna get another Wakewater electrolyte mix, watermelon flavor. It's pretty hot out here. I've been wandering around here now for a few hours and I'm getting hot and overheated again and dehydrated. And that smoke is killer too. So it's time for another one of these bad boys. And I will tell you guys, I'm not sponsored by these guys whatsoever. I didn't get nothing for free or anything. I'm just promoting a product that's Canadian, that tastes good. If it tasted like crap, I would say it tasted like crap, trust me. I was looking for a product like this, and there's one very popular one that's from the States. And right now I'm not buying that from the States because it costs too much. And I seen a Canadian one on Facebook, and I had to jump at the chance. So that's why I'm doing this right now. So Wakewater, this stuff tastes delicious. Like I said before, the only thing that hits you hard is the salt at first. That's going to taste it. When it first goes into your mouth, all you get is salt, and then you get that beautiful watermelon taste. And it is delicious. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Here we go, everybody. Down the Athabasca River. That island was beautiful. Today was beautiful. Everything about today was beautiful. Amazing out here, as per usual. So I just rode over to this island over here, just so I can have a look at some rocks. Because there are bigger rocks here, and let's have a look. So on the other side of the river here, that whole entire hill there, there's a whole hill on the Vista Loop section of the Little Fishery Trail. So I've seen this little rock shoal over here dozens of times when I peek over the edge over on the other side. So I couldn't resist myself today to stop and have a look. So that's what I'm going to do. Some of the big rocks out here are really cool. Those are awesome. Look at this rock over here. Oh, there's two really cool ones here. Look at that. That's so cool. And then right down here, look at this one. That's so cool too. Another one of those rocks with the shell tosses. Really cool. Yeah, this beach is really neat. Really big rocks. But unfortunately you can't take those home because they're huge. Well, that was pretty cool. But nothing to take home on that one. That's okay. Down river we go. Well, this is definitely a fun way to come home. I didn't have to hike through the bush and climb over all those trees again and deal with all those mosquitoes. This is beautiful. Going downstream on the Athabasca River. Can't beat it in a pack raft. Alpaca pack raft. Beautiful. This is pretty cool. It's pretty comfy actually too. I'm pretty content just sitting there. So friends, that was it for me today, and that was amazing. That was a great day. That hike into the Athabasca River via the fisheries trail, that was unreal. And of course, finding cool rocks, always awesome. We found a fossil today, that was really cool. We found some Carnelian on the Athabasca River. That's pretty unique. There is some here, of course. People have found them, and I found some chips before. And of course, the pack raft made it all worthwhile. That was awesome. Coming down there, seeing the beautiful river, having a nice paddling over to a few islands. That was awesome. So everybody, we'll see you on the next one. Everybody, I'm Todd, and you're watching Outdoors with Todd. Catch you on the next one, everybody.